Whoa, Nelly, that was Bill Monroe and his Bluegrass Boys doing the racehorse song Molly and Ten Brooks. And if Bill Monroe's singing High and Lonesome can't get you back into bluegrassy land like me, then you're in the wrong place, because we're in for a whole bunch more awesome old school bluegrass on the rest of Bill's Bluegrass Breakdown. But we started with Bill Monroe and the Bluegrass Boys, the classic lineup, because that's where bluegrass started. That's the lineup that solidified the sound. But one band doing a sound does not a genre make. The second band doing the same sound is when it becomes a genre, and that was the Stanley Brothers. So Bill Monroe recorded Molly and Ten Brooks in 1947 with Columbia Records, but it wasn't released until 1949. In the meantime, the Stanley Brothers heard the band playing the song live, sat in the audience, wrote down the lyrics, went into the studio, and then in 1948 released their recording of Molly and Ten Brooks, before Bill Monroe, making him upset, and in the same time solidifying bluegrass as a genre. I think it's very interesting what Ralph Stanley's thoughts were in his awesome book, A Man of Constant Sorrow.
We was just so excited by Bill's music we couldn't help but emulate him early on, being so young and impressionable. But we found out right fast it wasn't no good to copy anybody, not even Bill. The main thing in music is to be original and different, and to be yourself. You need to be original to get anywhere, and you need to do your own material if you're going to make your way. We just had to learn the hard way.
The main thing in music is to be original and different, and to be yourself. You need to be original to get anywhere. Those are the words of Ralph Stanley, the man who learned about bluegrass from Bill Monroe as it was happening in the 1940s. The man who inspires a traditionalist movement in bluegrass that's gone on since then. And by all means, he's proposed to stick to tradition as much as anybody. But these are his words. One more time. The main thing in music is to be original and different. You need to be yourself. That's what Ralph Stanley said in his book, A Man of Constant Sorrow. If you want to learn about the origins of bluegrass, there's no better place than in this book, in Ralph Stanley's own words. I can't recommend it enough, and that's why we're going to have a song next by Ralph Stanley, by the Stanley Brothers, his brother Carter singing lead on a song they heard on the radio that they wrote down the lyrics while they were driving, and then they went in the studio and recorded it and had it be their most successful song that was requested at concerts everywhere they went from then on. It's a song called Rank Stranger. Please listen to it, enjoy it. Afterwards, we're going to have a few more of the people that really made waves in bluegrass, that set their own style, that changed bluegrass, and then the original bluegrass acts and how they evolved over the years. That's what this next set of music is about. So take a listen. Come back around, meet me, we'll talk about what you heard, and then we'll talk about where we're going next on Bill's Bluegrass Breakdown.